Those that need to receive this saying, save they to whom it is given. I have said, yes, that I don't have to have orgasms. Now, I'd like to have them, yes. And I'd like to speak to some volunteers, at least that first volunteer. Yeah. See, there's this issue of our spouses. Heidi, yes, abducted my sons and they are being held hostage. Ooch. You got paid to issue fraudulent court orders known as the protection order and the dissolution of marriage? Yeah. hmm And then Marilyn is married to Mike, and Mike did know that my identification was changed. Yes. So that he got all my mail for the last 8 years. Right. Now, I think that Marilyn doesn't want to live with Mike anymore. Yes. And I want to speak to her about if she wants to live with me. And I sent you an email yesterday about wanting to speak to her. Yes. hmm Because on July 31st of 2015, yes, the Rotarian newsletter said that Marilyn was at a meeting, a Rotary meeting, yes, where Susan Bowers had a picture taken of her holding Legina, but they said it was Marilyn. Yes, yes. Now, it happened to be the same day that you issued a protection order where the petitioner didn't sign it, but was she there? Oh, where I was not given any notice of court hearings. Yes. And you used a forgery, of the ex officio Superior Court clerk where the state constitution says it violates the compact with the United States of America. Now, a lot of those in office, they really feel that they have to do what they're doing. Yes. But my thought is, you are intentionally keeping me from those that I want to speak to. Yes. Because you want to cover up your crime. Oh. So that you can cause a drought. Yes. You can kill off the bee population. Yes. And the ant population can take control. Now, these puppets, yes, that elected you to office, yeah, the puppet masters, yes. I'm going to want to know who they are. See, there are some families throughout really the world, yes, that the thought of me being a threat to their actual control of the money supply, yes, causes them some concern. But my concern is that every time we have a wildfire, yes, it dries out the atmosphere, making it more difficult for the bees to pollinate the actual crops of the United States. Now, as I remember it, it's May. Yes, yes, yes. It's May 25th. Yes, Saturday. And it's about that time of year when we started to plant all of those agricultural farms and different types of fields. Yes. hmm There's all that wheat over there on the other side of the state. Yes. And then there's all those fruits and vegetables in the state of California. Right. Then there's the state of Texas. Those two individuals that you said were, what are they called again? There's some sort of elector. Yes. That I can't remember the name, but they got fined $1,000 in the state of Washington. Yeah. Could you give me the state of Texas? I understand we have quite a few agricultural products that are grown in the state of Texas. Yes. Now, what if we did things a little different? If I were to tell the American population that I want you to water your lawns all every day, yes, from now until October, yes, and every American citizen was to use up all the water so that all that water ended up in the atmosphere. What would that do to the effect of the atmospheric content of the nation? Yeah. Now I know how politicians think. Oh my gosh, we're going to run out of water and no one waters their yard the whole summer. Right. And then we're going to employ all these individuals in wildfire fighting. Yes, we are. And we're going to stimulate the economy and we're going to have tons and tons of wildfires all summer long because they happen. Yes, they do. The military is going to sit there wondering, well, not our problem. Yes, we fight wars in other nations. But my concern about the United States military, yes. See, I was watching this show. There was a war in Korea. Yeah. Nobody really knew about it, but apparently there was kind of a serious conflict in the Korean War. Yes. Never really talked about it that much, but it was a serious, serious situation. Well, there was this guy, South Korean president. Somebody tried to kill him. No. He got pissed off. He thought, well, I'm going to start a war with the North Koreans, even though they had some sort of DMV zone or whatever it is. Yes, it is. Well, there was this President Truman. Yes, got upset at one of these generals, and I think it was the last five-star general of World War II. Yes, it was. Let's see. His name was MacArthur. Yes, or McDonald, or he was one of these that smoked the corn pop pop. Yeah. Well, there's what's known as the five-star general and then the six-star general. We had one of those around the Revolutionary War. I want you to think of me as a six-star general today for all the four-star generals of the United States military. I wanted every one of you to know, yes, when I start putting stars on my shoulders, yes, you'll be going to prison. How's that sound, General? Now, yesterday I talked to the National Guards of each and every state.